I want a situation where co-working could push that fact that co-working are not just there to just provide office spaces. We want to be seen as enablers.
So people come in and they pay for these spaces.
They pay for these spaces, yeah, more or less like a subscription. So what we do is we get a space, equip it with everything you need to run an office.
Oh, so you do the equipping as well.
Equipping also. You can only create wealth.
See opportunities.
When you see opportunities. Challenges are there, but you must be able to
see the opportunity,
innovate, create to solve those problems.
Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to another episode of the Small Business Fridays. Small Business Fridays, we invite our wonderful SMA 100 Africa community members to just come and share their story and also tell us more about their business. And if you would like to join or be a part of SMA 100 Africa community, please DM at SMA 100 Africa on our Instagram page and all our social media handles. Today we have a beautiful community member with us. We have with us Saheed Oseni. He's the Chief Executive Officer at Workbay. Hello, good morning, Saheed.
Hello, good morning, Pelumi.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine, and you?
Great. So just tell us a bit more about Workbay, what you do at Workbay.
All right, basically, Workbay is primarily into provision of office spaces to entrepreneurs, basically. It was an idea that was born out of a personal experience by my boss. Actually, I'm the Chief Operating Officer for Workbay. Mm-hmm. Mr. Bengai Remy is the Chief Executive Officer for Workbay. So, let's say about 8 years ago, just a young graduate. Mm-hmm. While in school, Mr. Bengai had always been an entrepreneur. He actually anchored a business on campus then at Obafemi Awolowo University called Campus Korea. So after graduating, his next thought was for him to go into a business. So, as a budding and emerging entrepreneur out of school, and he wanted to start a business. Having little capital at that point in time to start up that business. And he had expended like about over 80% of that capital on just setting up an office. And he was left with little or nothing to actually run the business. And so it was from that experience that he felt if he had gone through that kind of phase, there will be a whole lot of people like him that will be in that same Pandora box.
Yeah.
So, and that was how Workbay was bettered. Actually, Workbay started as Silver Students. You understand? And it metamorphosed into Workbay in 2015. So basically, what we do is we provide office spaces for entrepreneurs.
Okay.
And the concept is just about sharing costs. You assemble entrepreneurs within the space and you share costs on those entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. So thereby helping the entrepreneurs to reduce their own operational costs. So that is the simple concept.
Oh, is it mainly for small businesses or?
Small businesses, from micro to small and medium enterprise, basically. Okay. You understand?
So do you have an office space? Ready office space?
Yes.
Okay, like how many
So, presently, we have 3 branches.
Oh, okay.
Yes. We have at Ikeja, at Uniqueness City Mall, and we also have at Maryland. You understand? So, our pioneer branch actually started from Maryland. We had one at Lekki. You understand? Due to some challenges, we had to round that up for now. And the Ikeja came on board, and our newest branch is at Uniqueness City Mall. So
that's great. So what would you say so far? As you've been, at Workbay, what would you say the challenges are that you've faced? Because you mentioned some challenges.
Seriously, like any
business or organization.
Organization would always face.
I
will categorize it into 3 major what is it called? Layer. One is access to finance.
Definitely.
access to finance, and that affects virtually all SMEs, including micro, small, medium, and the large enterprise. The second one would be taxation. You know, in this part of the world, you are practically killed with multiple taxations. And the third one would now be high cost of operation
Of operation.
or production, depending on the sphere that
I
you are
mean,
in.
because you're offering a service. So
Yes.
people come in and they pay for these spaces,
They pay
obviously.
for the spaces, yeah, you know, more or less like a subscription. So what we do is we get
Okay.
a space, equip it with everything you need to run an office.
Oh,
You know,
so you do
yes.
the equipping as well?
Equipping also.
Furniture.
Furniture.
Do you also
generator.
provide laptops, computers?
No,
or?
we don't provide
Okay,
those. So
okay.
you come in with those. So
With
it's
those
more,
things,
it's more or less
okay.
like plug and play. Just come in with your laptop and you're in business. So we cater for, as in our private offices, we offer you a desk, an executive table, an executive chair, and two a visitor's chair. So for us, there are some of our computers that don't allow that, but for us at Workbay, we still allow you to bring in some equipment, you know, from TV to a fridge, you understand? So we allow that. That is one of our hedge over some of our competitors. Basically.
Okay, so what would you say?
Yeah.
Because you've mentioned competitors now,
Yeah.
so what would you say is unique to Workbay as a company and as a
All right, so
organization?
I would proudly say that we actually started the commercialization of this space. Before now, as in, let me say pre-2015, the co-working sector had always been like the sole claim to the elite. Like about that time, majority of the co-working that we have around are always on the island. You know, so they feel you must have to build the bank to acquire maybe a space in a co-working. So what we've done was to look at what they are doing, and on our part, our affordability is through our pricing was one of the key key advantage that we brought on board. Also flexibility. You know, by that time, you need to pay for as long as a year for you to get a space in a co-working. But what we did was for us to bring that flexibility. You know, for us, little as 25,000 naira, you can get a dedicated desk, and you can pay for as little as 3 months. Because from experience, and you know, definitely we do micro, small, and medium enterprise. As in, you would have an entrepreneur that has not really tried out his idea and had invested so much, you know, like I said earlier, spending so much in setting up, you know, buying generator and all whatnot. And eventually, within 3 months, the business folds up. So you've lost all the resources that you've invested
into the business.
But for us at Workbay, we still allow you to as pay for 3 months. Try the idea out. So with that, our uniqueness.
So it's more like a subscription, not rent or anything.
No, we don't call it now. They are being
terminology.
Yes, you understand. So
definitely
we don't usually call it rent. We call it subscription because it's a service that we're providing majorly to you. You understand? So for us at Workbay, that had been the key for us: affordability, flexibility, and at Workbay we have different client mix. You know, about pre-2015, most of the co-working you had around were fixed on just attending to those in the technology world. But for us at Workbay, we open up the market. So within our folds, you have people that are into logistics, people that are into technology, people that are into travels and tours. To as simple as somebody that is just selling phones, or somebody doing branding. So that was what we had afforded that co-working space, opening it up. And now It is. Though the how am I going to put it now? We are still scratching the surface. Like I mean, even with the number of computers that we have around now. Like before we came on here, we're having a little bit of discussion at before now, and I was saying there was a time co-working was alien to a whole lot of people.
Yes.
So it's alien to a whole lot of people. But in the last 4-5 years, the awareness
has come up.
Has come up, right? And now, apparently, the government of the day too are now saying that that is a way where they could actually reduce poverty level, create what is it called, wealth creation and employment generation. Because I least just about think about 2 days ago, the Vice President, Professor James Oshimbajo, just recently commissioned a leather hub shed facility.
Okay.
In Anambra, Ogbunike, Anambra.
Okay.
You understand? And you know, the idea of bringing people together in a space.
In a space.
You understand? And providing them with equipment, amenities that they need to run their businesses now, gaining more traction. But I will still say that is too little.
More needs to be done.
More needs to be done.
So for the workspace, are you talking about like, a general workspace, and then people, could be different people sitting, or can someone rent out the whole, subscribe for the whole space?
Yeah. So that the more reason why I said it as is client mix. At our Ikeja branch, we had a client that that subscribed to a whole floor. And we have those that are still coming up that need just a small space like a hot desk. From at Workbay, we refer it to as workstation, like just you with your cubicle. You understand?
But you have the spaces.
Yeah, and we have private offices also for those people that need their privacy.
Great.
The workstation are generally on an open floor where you would have other people, entrepreneurs around you.
All right. So with all you said about Workbay and everything, so with the COVID-19 and the pandemic, I'm sure it must have affected some. It's the physical workspace you have. So tell us a bit more about the effects of COVID-19 on your businesses.
Yeah, definitely. Just like any businesses, not even here in Nigeria, all over the world.
Yeah.
The pandemic actually affected. It's opened a new vista of how people see
life, see everything.
Everything, you understand? So I won't deny that fact. The co-working space is one of the hardest. That was hit by COVID. Definitely, people cannot go to their offices. You have to be in your house. But I can tell you, things have started picking up. If we had to, just recently, yesterday, NBS released the GDP growth for Nigeria as in Q2, which is at I think 5.01%. As at Q1 2021, it was as low as 0.51.
Yeah.
You understand? And for an economy where SME as in is contributing about 48% to the total GDP. So you will know that at least businesses are picking up, and invariably co-working too is now picking up.
But at that period,
everybody was it, not just the co-working sector. So things are picking up, and we can only hope
for better.
And hope that government would actually look at the sector. So for me, from my experience, I'd always wanted to I want a situation where co-working could push that fact that co-working are not just there to just provide office spaces. We want to be seen as enablers. We want to be given that support to actually help in poverty alleviation, like I said earlier, employment generation and wealth creation. So I'll give you a vivid practical example.
Yeah.
Okay, at our Ikeja branch, we have well over 70 clients.
Yeah.
as the business is working out, either as physical office space owners or using our virtual service. So let me
Okay, so you
say,
offer virtual
yeah, we
services
have
as
a
well.
virtual
Okay.
service too. Yeah.
Because you
So
didn't
those are the
mention
three.
that.
Yeah, those are the three services that we offer: of private offices, workstation or dedicated desk, and virtual service. So now you can imagine in a okay, like, in that Ikeja, you have like maybe about over 20 people that have physical offices, like as in they have their own private office. At least for a CEO, you would have nothing less than at least 2 employees. So multiply that number, that 2 by the 20 offices. So that means about 40 people have been taken out of the unemployment. You understand? A market. So we are hoping that the government can actually look into that direction and see us as enablers. I think the only subnational government that is actually looking into that direction, at least vivid that we can see, is Lagos State through their Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. You understand? We feel we need more to be done. Subnationals keying into the co-working sector to actually help us as in
Because that's even going, in fact, you've even gone into the next question I was going to ask you about if you've ever benefited from any government initiative or what you even think the government could do to actually improve your sector of business as well.
So I can say that in a way we've actually benefited from. That is more is why I could mention LSETF.
Okay.
You understand? I think about two years ago we actually got like a soft loan from them. And majorly for our sector where I feel government could actually help us, like I highlighted earlier, access to finance, for you to like as in get a loan. Like for us at Workbay, what we've been doing majorly, had been bootstrapping. We've been bootstrapping, trying to grow organically. But there are stages that you get to in business that you
need so much capital.
You understand? And you wouldn't want to imagine the pain that we've gone through, the process that all those bureaucracy that you need to like as a follow for you to get like as in a loan. It had been difficult. We are actually working on some now, but it's still so difficult to like as in get. So if they can help us simplify access to finance and critically help us reduce the cost of operation. In our sector, as much as you're providing the space, you need constant power supply. You need fast internet.
Definitely.
Being the chief operating officer for Workbay. So I tend to like as talk more about numbers. You understand? I prior to 2016, 2017, right? A kilowatt of electricity was, I think, about 20 for commercial commercial sectors. Were barely, I think, about 24 point something naira to a kilowatt. But now we are paying about 56.7 naira. So you can imagine what that is doing to the business. For you to get fast and reliable internet right now, at least you will need nothing less than 20 Mbps to like as you run well in our sector. And for you to get as high as that 20 Mbps, you're talking about
so,
over 350.
You provide internet.
Yeah, we provide internet. We provide internet as well. So if they could help in what is it called, reducing the cost.
Those kind of little costs that just add to and cripple businesses.
So
that's definitely Thank you so much. I've definitely learning so much. But how can we contact you? So just for anybody that wants to know more about Workbay, do you have any social media you can just let people know?
Okay.
Because there's so many entrepreneurs in the SME 100 Africa community, young entrepreneurs looking for workspace as well to just
Thank you so much. Like I said earlier, we have 3 branches. We have one at 3/9 Olukole Show off Simbiat Abiola Road, Ikeja, Lagos. We also have at City Mall, Onikon, floor 1. And then we also have at 14A, Bayo de John Wu, Maryland, Lagos. You can contact us on 080 25 47 29 53. Our social media handle on both Instagram and Facebook is at Workbay Nigeria. So for more info, please just up onto our website and you get all all the contacts that I've made that I've read out now.
Thank you so much. If you need a workspace or you need any, work assistance or anything like that, just head over to Workbay Nigeria.
Workbay
so
Nigeria.
in full, Nigeria.
Yes.
Okay, so Workbay Nigeria to get, all you need about workspace and, private space, like you said, and also virtual services as well, Daddy. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having
me.
And I would have to say thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah.
You won't understand how SME 100 Africa had actually helped us in our day-to-day operations, and I would say it being part of the community. Like I said, Victor Peter had been the one interacting with SME 100 Africa on behalf of Workbay, and part of the knowledge that he had, what he had got from being part of Workbay being part of that community, has been that afforded us that in-depth knowledge about the SME ecosystem.
Oh, okay.
And with our own experience in the co-working market, we had actually tried to tailor our virtual office service, and then we have what we call the ARP, which we had put into effect which is helping startups that want to launch it in the market now. You understand? Because one of the things that we've realized over time is, as much as you need the finances, you need government to help you reduce costs.
Yes.
There are some self-inflicting injuries that SMEs do inflict on themselves. Like improper bookkeeping. You want to get a loan, everybody wants to see your book.
You need records.
You need records. So these are the kind of what is it called, knowledge that we've
exposure.
Yes, that we've come to as a kind of being part of the community based on our own experience. So our ERP is a software that would allow SMEs to actually manage their information and resources so that they can make better business decision as they go into operation. So thank you for this platform.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I guess he said everything that really needs to be said. And if you'd like to join the SME 100 Africa community, please send us a DM on Instagram at SME 100 Africa. And you can follow all our partner companies at 100women.ng, at 100talks.ng, which is this is brought to you by 100 Talks, which is our online media platform. You can also visit all our social media platforms and also our website www.100talks.ng and also www.100women.ng. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Do you have anything? Because I know you're definitely an entrepreneur. So do you have any words of wisdom for entrepreneurs trying to do business in this?
Yeah. So this is it. Like I said, I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I'm an entrepreneur, so it's different from an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur owns the business, right? An entrepreneur is somebody that helps to run a business. So there is one quote that I've loved over the years and I've come to as an adopt. You understand? And that will be as my advice to entrepreneurs and young ones out there. It is by Richard Branson, and it said, business opportunities are like buses. There is always another one coming. In businesses, you might have failed, but that should not deter you from still looking at those opportunities.
There's always one bus to hop on. And if it's not working, you hop back off and hop on the next bus.
Yes, on the next
Definitely
one.
a great advice.
So my parting shot would be, as youth, we should complain less and look out for opportunity more. Because that is what from my personal life experiences. I talk to people and all you hear them do is complain. complain. Whereas in those complaints that you're giving, there are opportunities. You know, you can only create wealth
See opportunities.
when you see opportunities. Challenges are there, but you must be able to
see the opportunity,
innovate, create to solve
behind
those problems. So
the challenge.
that'll be my parting shot.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much
It's
for having me.
definitely something I'll keep in mind. There's always an opportunity. If you hop on this bus and it doesn't work out, hop out and hop on the next bus. You don't need to sit on a bus that's not really working for you. Thank you so much. Thanks. And I know that we've all learned. We really loved having you here, Saheed, today. I appreciate you coming down for us. So that'll be all today this week for Small Business Fridays. Do join us every Friday. We are here by 10 a.m. and we speak to amazing SME 100 Africa community. My name is Pelumi Fawasha. I'll be your host for today. And I'll see you guys next week. Have an amazing Friday. Rest, eat, sleep, work a little, rest, sleep, eat more.
And play hard.
And play hard.
Yes.
Yeah. Like
I'm a proponent of that.
Play hard.
Yeah.
It's good.
As you work hard, play hard.
Play hard. Play harder.
Yeah.
Because, it's life. You need to, enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
All right. Have an amazing Friday. TGIF.
Bye.